Have you heard researchers say that they are using the constructivist paradigm and wondered, what does that actually mean? In this video, I will explain the basic tenets of constructivism. Let's start with an opening scenario. Consider a busy staff room in a local secondary school where two teachers are discussing the influence of a new technology on teaching and learning. To the first teacher, this shift feels like an exciting expansion of creative teaching where they can use new ways to engage their students. To the second teacher, this change feels like something that is going to give them just more work to do and make their students even less engaged in learning. These two teachers are in the same physical institution and are experiencing the same technological disruption, yet for them the change represents entirely different professional realities. Constructivists view these realities as distinct and coexisting truths. So let's start by looking at the ontology, epistemology, and axiology of constructivism. As I've explained in other videos, ontology refers to understanding what reality is, epistemology refers to how we can know this reality, and axiology refers to the role of values in the research. First, for constructivists, reality is relative. They see reality as subjective and dependent on perspective, something that is lived, negotiated, and continuously reconstructed. In other words, constructivists have a relativist ontology. Second, because they see reality as relative, constructivists emphasize the role of ongoing interactions in shaping people's understanding of reality, noting that it is produced within social, cultural, historical, and linguistic contexts. That is what is known as a socially co-constructed epistemology. Third, constructivists have a value-laden axiology, with their research not only acknowledging that research is value-laden, but also explicitly valuing this as a way to gain deeper insight into the research topic. Their research is often motivated by a desire for positive social change. As such, constructivist research approaches often emphasize the importance of collaborative methods where participants' voices are respected and valued, and where researchers and participants work together to find answers. Finally, it is important to note that ontology, epistemology, and axiology don't operate separately. They are interdependent concepts that mutually reinforce one another. A constructivist's ontological understandings about subjective reality give rise to their epistemological approach of co-constructing knowledge, while their axiological values ensure that this knowledge creation is conducted with respect, compassion, justice, and relational ethics. Now that we have a general understanding of the paradigm, it is important to acknowledge that there is some confusion in the literature terminology, which can cause people a lot of trouble when deciding which paradigm they want to use. First, as you read through research, you will frequently find that authors use constructivism, social constructivism, and constructionism as if they are synonyms, but you have to remember that they are not the same. To help you understand the distinction, imagine planting a community garden. Constructivist researchers would focus on the individual gardener. They would want to know how the specific gardener uses their prior knowledge, tools, and experiences to personally interpret the best way to plant the garden, or why they are taking part in the community project, and so on. Social constructivist researchers, however, would be more interested in the conversation happening in the gardening space. They would want to explore how the gardener's individual understandings of the community garden are continuously shaped and altered by working alongside one another. Constructionism researchers would focus on cultural traditions of gardening. They would want to look at how society has collectively agreed upon what a garden should look like, focusing on the shared cultural and historical artifacts rather than the individual understandings. When designing your study, therefore, be deliberate with your vocabulary choice, as it tells the reader where your primary research focus is: the individual, the relational space, or the social structure. Another common confusion is that constructivism can refer to both a research paradigm and an educational theory. Remember, when you are talking about your philosophical worldview in your research, you are using constructivism as a research paradigm. When you are talking about how someone acquires knowledge and deepens their understanding of something, you are not talking about a paradigm. Instead, you want to look at the constructivist learning theory. So in summary, constructivism is a paradigm that views reality as relative, knowledge as socially co-constructed, and values subjectivity. Would this paradigm work for your study? Let me know in the comments and remember to subscribe for more research videos.